Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, I hope you're all well. We're back in Oakland Zoo today, and look at this. We've got two talks going on at the same time here. One for the emus and one for the wallabies. Isn't that cool? A bit odd because I'm sure I set them to different times. That one's February. I'm sure this one's meant to be March. It is March. Oh, of course, it hasn't started. They're just getting ready. Yeah, fair enough. Right, so where were we? In our last episode, we started work on our little cafe slash restaurant place over here, and it's coming along really nicely. Actually, I'm very happy with how it looks so far. Thank you for all your feedback. Everyone seems to be enjoying the zoo so far. I apologize again for the dodgy sound quality a couple of episodes ago. I'm getting into the habit now, before I start my main recording, of just doing a quick test record just to see what the sound is doing. I don't know why my microphone is just playing up a little bit at the moment. It's not particularly old, but it just, I don't know whether it's getting a bit past it or not. I don't know. We shall see how it goes. Now, one question that I had in the comments was about the size of the habitats compared to what the animals actually require. So I've just done a little look into it, and yes is the answer. They are big enough for what they need. So this is 520 meters squared, this habitat. The wallabies here only need 250 meters squared, and the emus, wherever they are, need oops, wrong thing. They need a little bit more. They need 450, so that's big enough for both of them. And then over here we have our fox habitat, and these only need 250 as well. I think it was. Yeah, 250 square meters, and this is about, again, it's about 500 and something. So, you know, this is like twice the size of what the pen would actually need to be. So it is very easy when you're playing this game to make your habitats too big. You feel like you just want to give the animals lots of room when realistically they don't actually need it. But there we go, that's fine. Now, one thing I actually did, I think I did do this a couple of episodes ago off camera, and I completely forgot to tell you about it. Now, I don't know if you remember, but when we went into our traversable area, there were some issues with our staff traversable area in this habitat. If you remember, when I was building this, I had an issue putting the food trays down here, and they were saying it was inaccessible. Now, for some reason, that was because the staff couldn't walk in here, which I didn't understand, because as far as I was aware, they could walk through scenery pieces. So what I've had to do is get rid of this wall here. So as you can see, there is nothing here because the gate is here. There's nothing here other than vegetation. There is now no wall, and what I've just done is put the vegetation there just to cover it up. I tried putting a door on, but it was the door that was causing the problems. I could put a bit of wall with a hole and then fill the hole in with a door, and it didn't work. I did try the wall on its own, and again it just didn't work. The staff couldn't walk through it. I really don't know why, because I'm sure I've not had that problem before. I'm sure that they can walk through scenery pieces to get into the habitat. So I don't know what the problem was, whether it's to do with the gate here and the angle that it's at or something. I really don't know. But anyway, that was my solution. So at least I've made it look good, but it does now look like the staff walk through the vegetation to come into the habitat. I couldn't do anything else. I don't know. Anyway, it's fine because I've solved the issue. It still looks good, and so now they have a food tray over here, and it actually should be getting used. I'm going to just call a keeper over and make sure that he's getting used. For some reason, they put the food over there, which is kind of annoying when you put a food tray in the habitat and they're not using it. But there we go. I don't know if they're meant to always use the food things or not, but they clearly aren't. Anyway, never mind. So that's something that I did off camera. But today I want to continue working on our little restaurant area over here. I'm thinking let's get the roof looked at. I'm really happy with how all these side walls look. I need to get the roof done. So let's come into this and have a look at what we can do. Now, somewhere in here, I'm pretty sure there are some sandstone pieces that are off grid. I don't know what, I just feel like this is, yeah, it's the right sort of I think it's the right sort of shape and size and colour for what I want. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know if the whole roof will be this. Not sure if I want a bit of an overhang, actually. I might do. I think that's about the right height. And then... So what I'm hoping is, I'm pretty sure I used the angle snap when I did all of this, so I should be able to get the right angle. Yeah, there we go, that's good. So what I'm thinking is if I do this all the way around the outside to create the edge, I may have to move little bits like that, just up and down a tiny bit, unfortunately. Just enough so the graphics aren't bugging, but that's fine. Hopefully I can create a nice looking edge to the roof. What do we think? Oh yeah, that's going to look good, isn't it? It's the right sort of colour, definitely. Excellent, good. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the middle. It'll probably just be a similar texture but sunk down a bit, so it creates a you know, just a lower area, I think. Still not sure what I'm doing with these walls over here yet. I have to consider that. I'm just going to have to... Actually, let's have a look. I can probably do like that. Get a bit of an overhang. Probably going to need to just move this up or down. Maybe just down a touch. I might even have to take that in just a tiny bit as well. Okay. I may have to come back and play around with the graphics just a tiny bit occasionally. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to see that one is going to have to go over, which means I'm going to have to move it a bit so that it's not bugging. It is a shame that the graphics do that. I wish there was a way you could make one piece override the other. That would be very handy. I think that's about enough of an overhang. Again, it's one of those things, it's quite time consuming, but the end result, if you get it right, is generally very good. Okay, let's just make sure that looks about right. This one is going to have to move as well. There we go. We're nearly there. It's always going to be the last length that's the hardest to do as well, because you've got to try and line it up on both sides, which will inevitably be tricky to do. Here we go. Actually, I think that would be alright if I can actually, yeah, that's going to have to be further out because I want it to cover up these bits of wood here. So I need this to come out something like that. Let's just make sure this is lined up. I'm just going to sink that, get it a little bit closer to that one. Right, and then let's bring this back to here. I'm going to try and get this just in the right spot. Hopefully like that. Oh, they just about meet like that as well. Perfect, good. And then hopefully I can just move that across and link it in. Pretty much. Oh, it's not quite perfect there, is it? It's very tricky to get that absolutely perfect, but that's pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that. Right, what do we think? Good, yeah, I like that. Right, so then I guess what I'll do is a plaster roof, just to cover in the gap in the middle. Where are the big bits of plaster? Here we go. I probably want this. I think white would make sense. So obviously it's not going to be seen by anyone actually in the zoo, so it doesn't need to be anything fancy. Just a nice basic shape like this. And I might do some details because you can get, there are ventilation pieces, I believe, in the game now, aren't there? Which look pretty cool, so I may actually use a few of those. Let's just bring that across and get it angled into the gap. Oh, I'm going to have to use two of them there, that's annoying. Never mind, there we go. And into there, lovely, look at that. There's our roof done, easy. Right, so let's have a look. Is there ventilation? I'm sure there is. Yes, there is, but it's not like that. Is it air conditioning? Maybe. So, yeah, here we go. Look, we've got these cool little pieces now. These are new. I've never used these before, but I kind of like that. That does look pretty funky, doesn't it? So what have we got? I'm not sure that I really need. I don't need a lot of this stuff really, but it does look really cool. So I kind of like the idea of. I'll tell you what. Let's go. Yeah, let's just do something which is completely unnecessary but looks cool. I think, yep, that looks good. And then I have no idea what this is going to look like. Something like that. It's just completely daft, but I kind of like it. And then I guess I would maybe want. Actually, you know what? What I could do, I could make it look like two pipes joined together, couldn't I? I could do something like that. Yeah, that's something a bit different, isn't it? There we go. And then put a grey over the top. Have they made this the right size? I think they have. That would make sense, wouldn't it? For them to actually match the sizes up for these things. Excellent. Little grey over the top there, like that. That looks fantastic. I love that. And then we have our special effects, and we can have a bit of steam coming out, can't we? Or smoke, in fact. Now, what do I want? Medium? No, probably small. Doesn't need to be too over the top, does it? Just like the idea that there's a little bit of cooking going on underneath here. There we go. Look at that. Lovely. I like that because you can. It's there. You can just see a bit of steam coming out the top. Just suggesting that behind the scenes there's some cooking going on behind all these stalls. Cool. I like that. I love doing stuff like that. Little bits of detail which serve no purpose at all, but they're good fun to do. Right, well, we're nearly done for this building, actually. I'm really happy with it. So I've got this wall. Ah, now one of these was a toilet. Let's have a look. Is that in there? Yes. So let's get a door onto there. Do I want to go with my normal door, or do I want to do a custom door? Could do a custom door, although, do you know what? Yes, I'm going to do a custom door like I did with the other one, I think, with the wooden pieces. But I'm going to do it custom over the top of this one, I think. Can I change the colour? I can. You see, that already looks better. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. Let's come back to our plank pieces, because there were some good ones in here. See, I like the frame. That looks fine, but I'm thinking I might be able to just change this somehow. Let's have a look. And I wonder, yeah, so that's a good piece to start with, I think. So I'm going to need a couple of them on the downward bit. Hang on, let's just, where are we? Yeah, okay, let's cover that with them, and then let's come across. Something like that. No, this is a little bit bigger, so let's just see, because you've got the key here, which I don't want to completely hide. If I can get this at just the right depth, like that, there we go. Yep, that is good. Let's bring that down to the bottom as well, and across and up. How does that all look so far? That's pretty good. A little bit of graphical glitching going on. Let's just see if I can sort that out. What the? Whoa, what? Hang on, let's try that again. I just want to move. I want to move that and that. Why? What? Why? What is going on? I don't know what it's playing at. Come on, let me just move one piece then. It's just been a bit weird. It's alright, I'll get there. Ah. Yeah, that actually, it's so annoying that it's, as soon as you move out, it disappears. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I need to get closer so I can actually highlight all of these. I'll hide the... I don't know why it's putting it all the way down here. That's just weird. I'm going to hide the door, the black thing, the lock or whatever that was. It's fine. What I'll do is put a little sign on saying push. Let's just get these a bit better, I think. Right, how are we looking graphically there? That's good. I like that. I see they are sticking out though, so I wonder if I just need to bring that one out as well. That's good. Yeah, that just adds a bit of depth to the whole thing as well. Okay, we're getting there, aren't we? I probably need a shorter one of these to cover up these pieces, don't I? Yeah, so let's... Actually, I can take that quite a way back. That's cool. Let's go back like that, and then I'll keep coming down. People keep getting in my way. It's really annoying. Too many people going to the loo. Okay, let's bring that along. A couple more. Let's get down a bit. And then I won't fill in the gaps because they already look suitably different. I think they look good as they are. Okay, how does that look? I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Just something a little bit different. So if I want to put a couple of signs on that say, hopefully that say push. I don't know what's going to fit in here. Whoa, yeah, clearly not that. That's going to be way too big as well. Yeah, massive sides, all of these, aren't they? Even that, oh my god, look at that, it's massive. I just want a little sign that fits in there. Why don't they do things small sometimes in this game? I don't think there's anything you can put in there that says push. God, look at the size of these things. No, there's nothing, is there? I don't even think. No, I mean, look at them. Again, they're just massive. Massive, massive things. Okay, this is the only way that this might work. Let's try it. If you do push, and then a whole load of spaces, and push. Ooh, that might work. Let's, actually, you know, I'll keep them white. Let's put it in. Oh, I'll tell you what, I might have to do it down here. I'm getting there. I don't think if I push this in any further, I don't think the board disappears and the writing stays. Oh, it does. Look at that. If I can get that just right. Push and push. Ah, no. Can I get it in here? Push. I can. Nice. Now I just wonder whether that I can use a different bit of writing, because some of them may show better. Some of them a little bit tall, aren't they? I'm just wondering if any of these are going to be better. Ah, there we go. Look at that. See, that actually fits in the gap. Just about. Nice. Oh, I'm really happy with that. That's worked really well, hasn't it? So you don't need door handles because they're push doors, you see. So I don't need to put little door handles on. There we go. Another nice custom door. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Good. So I've still got a blank wall here. What do I want to do with a blank wall? Do you know what? I have absolutely no idea. And I've got a bit of a gap up here as well. Ah, that's what I was thinking of, wasn't it? I was thinking of doing a sort of a canopy that's stuck out. Let's do that, and I'll do it as a separate bit of building. So got a bit of an idea actually of what I was going to do with that. Now, is it stick? No. Let's see. Is it branch? Yeah, I think I was going to think about using some of these. So let's, I'll tell you what, I'll best build it roughly in place, otherwise it's all going to go out of proportion. So yeah, I was thinking of using some of these pieces. So let's just get those out. What are these ones? Oh, they got some extra patterning on actually, which is kind of cool. No, let's not go with patterning. Okay, so that's your 4 bits of that. So then I want some nice square posts. Actually, no, do you know what? I am going to do it as part of this building. Let's do this. So it's going to start there. Now, is it going to... Yeah, let's do it so it comes along here. So I'm hoping that the corner here, yeah, I see I could put a downward post going down and into a flower bed there, is my thinking. Right, and then along there, and hopefully this will then come back in. Yeah, pretty much mirroring that. Excellent. Okay, so this just needs a corner post, not quite like that. Although, you know what, that might look quite interesting actually. Let's think. Let's just get it here first. It's a little bit square, isn't it? I'm just wondering whether there is anything else I can do to make it more interesting. See, I could almost create like a little I don't know, like a little V-type shape like that, maybe. Let's just extend that down as well. Make a little doorway there, and obviously I'm going to need one on this side as well, just so it looks nice and supported like that, and like that. And obviously people will walk through these, but you know, I'm not too fussed about that sort of detail. Just want the whole structure to look good. I want it to look secure, like it could actually stand up, and that does now. It actually does look like it's a nice stable structure. It's more interesting than having just a piece on the corner here. Right, and then so let's just select that, and then let's select our 4 little logs here. So what I'm thinking with these is to have them, I just need to look at that. It's pretty much the perfect length that way actually, but I'm gonna have them kind of all over the place on here, sort of higgledy-piggledy. Just got to get the height right so it looks like they're all connected properly. So yeah, so my thinking is to make this as random as I can to create a bit of a roof structure. No, I want that. I want it at a different angle to this one here. I don't want anything to look sort of symmetrical or patterned in any way. Cool, and then let's bring up another one. And then I want some of them, they don't all need to be attached to the edge. Some of them can just go, you know, sort of from the middle of that across to there. That looks good. And then something over in this corner here as well. Something like that. I'll just keep layering them up basically until I'm happy that it looks suitably kind of filled up. So a piece like this, yeah, in fact the issue I've got is I don't really want to, see I like bits like that, but this isn't long enough to fill all the gaps, so it's I don't want to sort of double these up because it won't look good if I have pieces kind of stretched out, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. It's alright, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's bring this one in over here. Let's get a piece that's just nice and simple like that. Let's bring one something like that. Is that too high? It looks a bit too high. Yeah, let's get one there. Right, I need something in this gap over here. So, whoa, what happened there? Sorry, I completely pushed a random button there for some reason. Let's bring that into here. Actually, let's take that all the way around and then back across like so. And then let's take one of these across to here and whip it round that way. Let's get one of these coming in this gap here. Something like that. Hang on, no, that looks a bit too straight on that one then, doesn't it? Let's get it at an angle like that. I still need something just here, don't I? Yeah, there we go, like that. Yeah, good. I don't want it to be too dense. Not sure whether I'm going to have some stuff growing on it, potentially. Don't know, what do we think? I think it feels like it needs something more than that, doesn't it? Still not sure what this wall needs. Actually, maybe that's where it could be growing up. I can have something growing up there. The obvious choice is wisteria, but I think that might be a bit over the top. But I'll check it out. It's really hard to get this level unless you go on the building. Yeah, see, this could look really good actually, couldn't it? Oh, look at that, yeah. And you can just see all the logs, and then from underneath. Yeah, good. I'll do this. See, I don't really care about having the flowers showing. I'll just use the wisteria that doesn't have the flowers on, and it can just look like a random climbing plant. You know, I'm not too fussed about it being full of the hanging flowers. And I don't want to completely fill this up either. I want it to look. No, I think it's just those two pieces, isn't it? Yeah, I want it to look, you know, a little bit spaced out, so you can still see the structure that I've just created. Let's get back to this one, and let's bring this in something like that, and then I could probably get one more bit coming over this way as well. Yeah, like that. And then I can, yeah, see, I can have this growing on here, looking like it's going up to meet that top piece there. Just bring that out. And actually, how do I want that to look down here? Something like that, and then just bring that down, thicken it up. Oh yeah, that's created a lovely little canopy, hasn't it? Very happy with that. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Don't really need to do anything under here. All that, don't know, because it's growing out of the ground, which doesn't look great. So I may just see if I can. Let's just get that. What I can do is, just so it looks like it's got a little bit of soil and it's actually going down underneath the paving stones. If you just sink a little pot into the ground like that, it just makes it look like it's actually got a hole that it's growing out of. There we go. Nice and easy. Excellent. Oh, I love that. And there's our restaurant, basically. I'm pretty happy with that now. Obviously, I still need to detail some areas around the outside here. And this whole seating arrangement over here as well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that looks now as a nice little restaurant. What do we think? What do you think? Your thoughts matter. So yeah, please do let me know. But I am going to call the episode to an end there. We've made some really good progress. Our restaurant is basically done. How are we looking from above? We're looking pretty good. Very happy with that. Now, I haven't created another sign yet, so I need to do that. I might try and do that in the next episode. Another come and meet sign for our emus and wallabies. Couldn't think of the word then. Yeah, so our emus and wallabies need a special sign up somewhere, don't they, as well? And oh yes, and of course, I need to change this because it currently says ostrich, and it's not. It's oh, I wonder if I can fit emus and wallabies on there. Where's the and sign? I always lose that. emus and wallaby. Oh, hang on. I should do that all as capitals or not as capitals. Let's try not as capitals. Emu and wallaby. How does that look? I like that. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Pointing people in the right direction. And look at these people. They are loving it. 350 people at the moment. And I think generally people are happy. Let's check out their thoughts. Oh, hang on. Was that a favourite animal? Yes. My red fox. The zoo feels small. Okay. I can't wait to see emus. Why is that neutral? Surely they're excited if they can't wait to see the animals. Okay. Education is still low, so I do want to sort that out. Thirst, yeah, so people are, you know, they need food and drink, basically. That's fine. What I might try and do is get some, yeah, look, because clearly you always end up with queues at these things. So what I'll try and do is get a couple of food machines somewhere, maybe like here. Actually, I mean, I can look at that right now. Whether you can get your machines up against this, just fill in a little gap here. There's no harm in that. Having a couple of snack machines. No, we've got a chief beef. We've got that hot dog squad. How's that going to look? There you go. Easy. That should solve a few issues. Give people somewhere else to get some food and drink from. Will that work? Let's have a look. Let's just fast forward and see if people actually go to it. I don't know how effective the snack machines are. Yeah, look at that. People are using it. Good. And the pizza one as well. Excellent. There you go. So that should help with our hunger and thirst. I'm not sure. Is this meant to be high or low? I'm never too sure. I guess green is good. So I'm guessing the higher numbers are better. I would assume. It's not very clear though, is it? It's 81%. Does that mean they've, or 73% hunger? So is that 100% would be good? Because that suggests to me that 100% of people are hungry, but it's green. So don't know. Answers on a postcard, guys. If you know which is good, I'm assuming higher is better. But yeah, let me know if you got any idea. So education is something that I will look at as well and see if I can get some more education boards up and around the place. But yeah, I'm going to leave the episode there. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you can hit the like button for me, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And please do leave any comments if you've got anything that you want to say. And join me again in the next episode where we will continue working around our restaurant area here. And of course, I haven't decided what our next animal is going to be yet. But if you've got any thoughts on that, please do let me know. The most recent addition to the animal list is the giant tortoises, which I will definitely have here somewhere. I'm just not sure where yet. But yeah, let's call it a day. So thank you very much, and do take care, and I'll see you soon.